Hey, Kopites, welcome back to What Are They Doing Now? So in this series, we talk about players from the 2000s, and today's episode is to do with El Niño, Fernando Torres. Well, let's get started. Fernando Torres signed for Liverpool in the summer of 2007 from Atletico Madrid for a then club record fee of around £20 million. Straight away, he set Anfield alight. In his debut season, Torres scored 24 Premier League goals, the most ever by a foreign player in their first season in England at the time. Over his 3.5 seasons with the club, Torres made 142 appearances, scoring 81 goals. Across all competitions, he built an almost telepathic partnership with Steven Gerrard. Defenders dreaded that combination. He never won a trophy with Liverpool, but his goals, his passion, and his connection with the Kop made him a genius fan favourite. And I'm going to go on to the Chelsea controversy. But in January 2011, things changed. Torres handed in a transfer request and signed for Chelsea for £50 million. A British transfer record back then. It broke Liverpool hearts. The move left a bitter taste, and for many fans, it's a wound that never fully healed. At Chelsea, Torres never quite hit the same heights. He scored just 20 Premier League goals in 3.5 years, but he did win trophies, including the FA Cup, Champions League 2012, and Europa League in 2013. His goal against Barcelona in the new camp, the famous Gary Neville moment, is still one of the most iconic Champions League goals of all time. After Chelsea, Torres had spells at AC Milan before returning to his boyhood club, Atletico Madrid. He finished his playing career in Japan with Sagan Tosu, finally hanging up his boots in 2019. In total, across his entire career, Torres scored over 250 goals in more than 700 appearances for club and country. He also won the World Cup in 2010 and 2 European Championships in 2008 and 2012 with Spain, scoring in the final of Euro 2008 and Euro 2012. So what's Torres doing now? Since retiring, Torres has returned to Atletico Madrid, working as a coach in the club's youth academy. He's now the head coach of their under-19 side and has been building his reputation as a manager. Off the pitch, fans will have noticed his incredible physical transformation. Torres has bulked up massively since retirement, going from El Nino, the kid, to looking more like a heavyweight boxer. He's also worked as a brand ambassador, kept close ties to Liverpool legends though, charity games, and remains a hugely respected figure in the world of football. For his legacy, Fernando Torres' Liverpool story is complicated. On one hand, he gave us some of the best striker performances Anfield has ever seen. On the other, his move to Chelsea still stings. But when you look back at those goals against Arsenal, Man United, Real Madrid, you can't deny that for a few glorious years, Torres was one of the best strikers on the planet. Now, as he builds his career as a coach, maybe one day we'll even see El Nino back in the dugout at Anfield. Who knows? That's Fernando Torres, from Liverpool's golden boy to Chelsea's record signing and now Atletico's youth coach. If you enjoyed this episode of What Are They Doing Now, don't forget to hit like, drop a comment with the next player you want me to cover. And of course, subscribe so you don't miss the next episode. That's it for now. Take it easy.